Good morning. Depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon and good evening. It is Wednesday. It is July the 18th. It's 5:11 in the morning. And about 8 minutes ago, something very weird happened. And I'm quite frankly glad I wasn't recording at the time. You would have seen me jump and leap right out of my chair. I was sitting here and kind of doing some things on Facebook, and all of a sudden I heard this little poof, and then the loudest bang I ever heard. And I was like, I thought a transformer blew out. But I was looking around and okay, all of my electricity is still working, my internet's still working. Just very, very unusual. And I'm like, what the hell was that? Whatever it was, um, I don't know if it was somebody or if a cat ran by, but my motion detector light went on outside. And I'm like, what the was that? You know? But looked out the front door, didn't see anything. Kind of waiting until a little bit more daylight before I go investigate a little further. Very unusual. But whatever it is, it's done. It's in the past. It's now 9 minutes ago, so we won't worry about it any longer. But, like, woo! Before I forget, though, later this morning at 9 o'clock my time, Mountain Time, which is 11 o'clock Eastern, and of course 8 a.m. Pacific, the lovely Miss Sue Elam from Soulfully Connecting will be joining me on my Facebook page, House of Angel Card Readings. We're going to be doing an interview, and I'm going to be talking to Miss Sue all about her great website, which is Soulfully Connecting. She also has a great Facebook page by the same name. But Sue and Soulfully Connecting are very near and dear to my heart. And come join us for the interview this morning, and you'll find out why. So today is a power day, and after that big bang, I need all the power I can get because what the heck was that? But anyway, we're going to be using the Archangel Power Tarot deck. It is created by Doreen Virtue and Radleigh Valentine and published by Hay House. Now, the reason that I always say by Doreen Virtue and Radleigh Valentine, I know Doreen is no longer into the cards. When I bought this deck, she was. Any new decks brought out in this genre that have Radleigh's name attached to them, when the old decks sell out, Doreen's name will no longer be on these. But as she and Radleigh and a few other amazing people were very instrumental in changing my life forever, I will continue to give her credit for the cards that I use. A very special lady, no matter what other people think of her. She's on her path, I'm on mine, but she helped me to get on mine. So for those of you who kind of question that and why I still do it, even though she's not affiliated with the cards by her own choosing and by Hay House's choosing, I'm still going to give her credit. Her name is on the boxes that I use. And until I hear from Doreen that she doesn't want that anymore, then I won't stop until I hear that. It's been a question that's been brought up a number of times. And of course we have a leaping card. Doesn't surprise me while we're talking about that one. It's going to be the number 2 card, actually. And as I've already seen it, I'm like, not surprised that leapt out just now. Woo! Okay, and that one. Haven't heard stop yet. So yeah, I am looking forward to the interview this morning with Miss Sue. An amazing lady, and I love what she does. So I do hope you'll join me. The reminder for that interview this morning is on the page already. If you click the reminder, it will be in your time zone. And I just heard stop. Okay. And checking. We do have a 4-card read. As you know, I always put this into prayer and ask that it resonates with you, that it's always for the greater good, for your higher self, for my higher self, for an epiphany and enlightenment. Great way to start your day. Doesn't have to be all of the cards, doesn't have to be all of the messages. It may just be an image. It may be something we talk about outside the cards. It's just here to give you that little Nice way to start your day. Here we go. Wow, you've been coming up a lot in personal readings. When I was doing readings for cause, this one came up, and a nice way to start our day indeed. It is the Ace of Gabriel. Abundant rewards for your hard work. I'm going to say that again. Abundant rewards for your hard work. This is a time to let go of things that are bugging you, that have become too much. It's time to delegate. It's time to take charge. It's also time for a celebration, whether this is a wedding announcement, a birth announcement, a graduation, um, a renewal of vows. This is a time to celebrate life in the smallest of ways and in the greatest of ways. We woke up this morning, celebrate it. Is there food in your fridge? Celebrate it. Is there a car in your driveway? Celebrate it. Is there a big bang that woke you up? Celebrate it. Release yourself from anything that stops you from celebrating the fact that we've been given another beautiful and incredible day. The jumping card, and yes, I'm smiling in advance. Another one that's popping up a lot. So much to be grateful for. So very much to be grateful for. Take a deep breath and count your blessings. Write them down. Are there shoes on your feet? Write it down as a blessing. Is there hot water coming out of your faucets when you turn on the tap? Count it as a blessing. Are you able to take a deep breath? Count it as a blessing. Many people cannot. Do your feet move? Count it as a blessing. Do your eyes work? Count it as a blessing. Do you have a job to go to? Count it as a blessing. Is there something that inspires you and motivates you to get up out of bed and go do something? Count it as a blessing. Are you a parent of beautiful children? Count it as a blessing. Even if they're not so beautiful, count it as a blessing. It's really time to stop and go, you know what, I'm okay. Surrounded by family, whether of choosing or of blood. I'm surrounded by air that I can breathe. Count it as a blessing. Financial success in your future for retirement and all those things that we humans like to worry about. It's going to be okay. Take a deep breath and put yourself at peace. You can have and will have a rich and rewarding family life if you stop worrying about all the little nuances, all the little petty things, all the little aggravating things, all those little thorns in your side. Put yourself at peace. Because when you're at peace, then your family's at peace. And don't get sucked into this drama that I see every single minute I turn on Facebook. It's getting to the point of absurdity. Let it all go. It's not worth it. It's not worth your time, your energy. Just think about that energy that you spend on Facebook with this negative post feeding. What could be done if you did that with positive post feeding or positive in some other way? Like go take a walk if you can. Go get in a car and take a drive and go exploring if you can. Go somewhere new if you can. Go volunteer if you can. You know, take all of this negative stuff and put it out of your life and go do something positive. Next card. Why am I not surprised to see you? It is a major arcana. I love this card. It is the Empress, and it's Gabriel again. Time to act upon your plans. This is the time to take action. Here is an opportunity for you to charge ahead. Luxurious or abundant resources. Okay? Why don't you pay attention to that one? Okie dokie. Abundant rewards for hard work. Abundant resources. Time to take action. Whatever change is happening in your life, accept it, embrace it, run with it, go with it. You're being guided into that direction to make this change. Many times, changes for a lot of people are very uncomfortable. And yet, without change, how do we grow? How do we evolve? I can't help but think about, a little cocoon goes into a chrysalis, and from this chrysalis, a butterfly emerges, but they have to fight through the hard, dry outer shell of the chrysalis. They have to allow their wings to dry and to open before they can fly. It's time to break free of sitting in the rut that you find yourself in. Creativity is rewarded. What can you do creatively to change your life for the better? This is the time to act upon those plans. Last but not least, not surprised at all, it's another major arcana. I love it when this happens. Acting upon the plans brings you a brand new life, a brand new lifestyle, a brand new reason for living, a brand new life purpose. It's like all of a sudden you're going to discover what the heck you're supposed to be doing on this planet. It's moving full steam ahead once again, and it's time to take action. I can't say that enough. If you sit in your chair and don't do anything, life never changes. Are you satisfied with the life that you have? Or do you want it to be better? Do you want it to be more rewarding? Do you want it to be richer, more fulfilled? Do you want to just continue on as you are? Because if you're content exactly the way things are, so be it. Stay put. Don't worry about the messages that you're being guided to. But if you want to be more of service, if you want to be more filled with peace, if you want to be more loving, more loved, then this is a time to take action. And it's, again, a forgiving and compassionate review of the past. You can't change the past. You can't turn back the time and say, gee, I wish I would have, could have, should have, would have, whatever's. Give yourself a break. Learn from the past. If you feel there were mistakes, then take them as lessons to learn to not do in the present and or in the future. So forgive yourself, forgive others. Again, doesn't mean you condone. It means that the past no longer controls you. And when the past no longer controls you, then you have a brand new beginning. Then you have a rich and rewarding family life in the future. Then it's time for celebration and luxurious and abundant resources. Very short but powerful message. Well, I'm ready to tackle the day. How about you? I'm going to close this reading. If you'd like a personal reading from me, they are on sale. So if you've missed that message all this month, they are on sale. My two most popular readings, the half-hour reading, normally priced at $75, is only $25. That's less, well, it's more than 66% off. My 1 hour reading, that's normally $125, it's on sale right now for $45. I love doing live personal readings through Facebook Messenger. It's become like my favorite way to do a reading because we can sit down for half an hour or an hour. We can go through the cards. We can do the psychic intuition. It does not apply to mediumship readings. That is a totally separate category. But if your loved ones happen to show up, I will let you know. Because if they've got a short, sweet message for you, then we'll talk about that too. So on this wonderful Wednesday, I hope your day doesn't start off with the same kind of bang mine did, but I do hope that it starts off beautifully and filled with laughter and filled with life and filled with wonder. Have a great day. Come visit us on Facebook, House of Angel Card Readings. I do want to say thank you to each and every one that follows the page, that follows my dailies, that helps readings with a cause, readings for a cause. I can't talk yet. My mind's still blown about that bang. I'm so curious for more daylight to come so I can go take a look outside. But again, thank you to each and every one of you that follow the page. It's growing. You help me with readings for a cause to help the horses. I do want to make mention of that too. If you miss readings for a cause, I do have a very special reading on my website. It is an email reading. It is an email-only reading, and I want to share that with you. I haven't done that in a very long time. Hold that thought. It is one question, pulling one card. If the angels guide me to pull an extra one, I will. It is using only this deck to get you a yes, no, maybe, when, a few weeks, a year, it's up to you, whatever, answer to a simplified question. One of the things I also want to say, and thank you, angels, When you're asking questions of a reader, whether that's me or someone else, I want you to be aware of how you're asking the question. And I say this for a very logical reason. I get this a lot when I do email readings or during readings for a cause. So here's what I want you to look at. The way you verbalize the question determines the answer. So a great one that came up yesterday: will I ever get married? Will I have kids? I'm not a person that reads the future. Cards are not set in stone. These are divination tools to give you an overview. Now, will I find a joyful relationship? Okay, we might be able to figure that one out, because those answers are really up to you. What are you doing? What are you taking action to make those things happen? As for, are you going to have children? That's not determined by cards, it's determined by you. What actions are you taking to be in a loving relationship where there are two people joined in love? I'm not talking sex, I'm talking love, that are on the same page with the way that they want children and have those children raised. Are you financially able to raise children? Are you spiritually ready to raise children? Are you mentally and financially and spiritually and all of those things ready to raise children? Or are you depending on getting married to somebody that's loaded with money so you can go have kids? Yeah, not the right way to raise a child. So those types of questions are really up to you. But I want you to be aware of the questions that you're asking a card reader or even a medium. I get that a lot. By the way, you don't need a card reader and you don't need a medium to find the answers that you're looking for. All you really have to do is put it into prayer, center yourself, get out of your head and come down to your heart, and you'll get the answers that you want. But in the meantime, we're still here to help. Have a beautiful day, and we will talk to you later.